Hello and welcome to this video and Happy New Year! It is in fact the 1st of January 2024. It's on a Monday, which is, there's something so, what's the word, pleasing about the new year starting on a Monday. So it's a new month, new week, new year, all of that, so that's very pleasing. This is your first vlog of the year, although you are seeing it slightly later. So I hope you enjoyed the sort of interlude with the bathroom video and things, and if you haven't seen that, I'll link it up here if you're interested. Obviously we didn't film Christmas week, so the one that started Christmas Day and went to New Year's Eve, but we had a good Christmas. It was a quiet Christmas Day, it was just me and Pete. We took this one down to the woods. We made ourselves a lamb, it was very tasty. If you are interested in any pictures from that, Pete posted some on Twitter and his link is always in the description below if you are wanting to see what he's up to. But yeah, we did that, and then we had all of our family, which was, I mean, it was lovely having them here, but it was very tiring. I have entered a period of slightly struggled sleep with my, pregnancy, because we are coming towards the end of that now. 2024 we will be parents, and pretty early on into it because she's due in February, if you didn't know and you're new here. So yeah, New Year's Eve we didn't really do anything. We did stay out, we did wait till the fireworks and then go to bed after that, but not a lot really. So Pete goes back to work in 2 days, so he's back on the 3rd, so we've got 2 days of both of us here, and then just me and you. Jeff's still wearing his festive bow tie. We probably need to take that off now it's the new year, don't we, Jeffy? Need to go back to regular Jeff, not festive Jeff. But we also need to take our decorations down anyway. It's been a slow morning. Obviously we went to bed a bit later because of New Year's Eve, not that much later. I mean, I was probably asleep by about 1. But I'm starting the New Year's I need to go on, so I'm rereading the Heartstoppers before getting to number 5 there. So I've read number 1 already this morning, and we'll do the rest throughout the day. In terms of channel and what we're going to do with the channel and things like that this year, I don't really know, to be honest. My intention for the beginning part is to try and probably weekly vlog as I'm not working. Morning, Pete. So you'll have those, but then once she's arrived I have no idea what I'm going to be doing, so you'll have to bear with me. I do hope to continue, but we'll have to just sort of see on that front. And as I said, I'm not going to make any promises or anything because I've never had a child before, so I don't really know. I don't really know is probably the best way of doing it, but my intention is to carry on. We're going to try and weekly vlog. I'm not intending on doing a birth video, so there probably will be a gap over that time, and yeah, we'll just play it by ear. It's the same with reading. If you saw my book review on the 3rd, as much as I want to read and I want to continue reading this year, again, it's all sort of play by ear. January I'm intending on reading quite a lot. I'm hoping to, for every new book I read, I want to reread a book, so that's starting off well with 4 rereads of the Heartstoppers and then the new one with the 5th. But these 2 days are all about sorting. I don't know if you can see behind me, but there's clothes and nappies and things all over that desk because we sorted through all of that. We were kindly given a lot of our nephew's clothes for the 3 sizes up to about 6 months, so we were going through that. But now I need to wash it and sort it all out that way, so it's living there with the big pile of nappies, which will inevitably be used soon. But yes, sorting is the name of the game for the next couple of days. So welcome, as I said, to this video. Happy New Year. Let's see where 2024 takes us. So it's now the 2nd of January. Peeing down the rain, very wet. We're heading off to Meadow Hall to go to the No, sort of whim. Sort of.
Whim or whim?
Whim.
On a whim. Oh yeah.
Not particularly
Yeah.
planned.
I see Wonka.
Yeah.
The best tickets, I should guess.
It's Pete's last day before he goes back to work. There's some stuff to do at home, but it's fine. Why not go to the cinema? I haven't actually been to the cinema since Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which I've got a video of, so I'll link it up.
It's probably the last time I went as well.
I think you went to some esports thing at the cinema after that.
Oh right, yeah, that's on the count, yeah.
So that's what we're doing. I think we're also going to go and have a Nando's or something as well.
I get my free whole chicken.
Whoa.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto right side A6109.
That is the plan. Let's see what this film is like. So we're back from the cinema and Nando's. Turns out Pete had a gift card, so we didn't pay for the cinema.
Yeah.
But we went to see Wonka. I liked it a lot.
It was very good. Very good as well.
Past couple of nights we've watched Barbie and Oppenheimer, and I think Wonka is a better film than both of those.
Was good. Was good.
I also liked the nods to the other films and the musical, which parts of it come from the book, parts of it don't. So I like those little nods as well, they were fun. But yeah, good fun. Do you want to know what happened to the dog though? So, if you've seen the film, you know what I'm talking about. And what did you think?
Yeah, it was good, yeah. I mean, it was well done musically.
Yeah, it was a musical. I didn't know it was a musical when I suggested it to Pete. Pete's not a big fan of musicals.
You knew, you didn't.
I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, you knew. Yeah, no, it was very good. Like, it was
Second drawer.
it was a well done
That's the
musical
third
film.
drawer.
Right into the third drawer. Yeah, it was very well done. I thought it was just very well made. Like, kind of a magical chocolatey film. It was great, yeah. It's good.
It's definitely one of those ones, like a...
I actually thought the acting was very good as well. The acting was very good until there was only one bad bit of acting, I thought. I'm trying to think what it was. The rest of it was really good, I thought. There was one scene I thought that was bad acting.
There was...
Oh, that was it. I don't want to spoil it. I'll tell you afterwards.
Tell me afterwards. So obviously you've got Wonka. He is with other people, and one of those is like a small child. But they do like the duet romance song that would be in a musical. I found that a bit uncomfortable because it's a bit like, why is Willy Wonka like doing the I Love You song with a small child? But that might just be me that thought that.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
But yeah, it's one of those films that is very much from what I remember of those proper like Christmas blockbusters. One that you take the whole family to, the whole family will enjoy.
I think it was better than that, yeah. It was good.
Well, it is though, it's a Christmas family blockbuster, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go, oh, what should we do? Should we go to the cinema and see? I think we did that with the Johnny Depp Charlie and the Chocolate Factory actually, but it's what the Harry Potters used to be. So yeah, good fun. We are now going to have some tea, which is what I call that sort of lunch that you have at dinner time. I don't know why I call it tea, just do. And we've been watching the Robbie Williams documentary on Netflix, so we're going to watch the last episode of that. Pete's back to work, so we'll have a slightly earlier night than we probably have been having. But yeah, enjoyed the film, would recommend. Hello and welcome back. It is now Thursday the 4th of January. I didn't film anything yesterday because there wasn't a lot to film, quite frankly. I spent the day pretty much working on the December book review, which I had filmed before but hadn't edited, and it needed to go out yesterday. So I edited it, uploaded it, did all of the YouTubey bits to it on the day it came out, which is the first time I think I've ever done that. But it worked, so that's how I spent most of my day. We did also have a midwife appointment, so it was our home visit, so she came here. She did my normal checks, and then also had to essentially make sure that our room was fine for the baby and things like that, and run through stuff with us like that. And we got to ask questions and things, and actually it was quite helpful, so we did that yesterday. Yeah, it was a lot of just sitting on the sofa. It was my first proper day of maternity leave, or annual leave I guess this bit is. So Pete went back to work. I would have been going back to work if it was, you know, normal, but it's not, so I very much took it easy. But today we've got a couple of things to do. You find me in my happy place with the books because I want to essentially update my spreadsheet with the books that I got for Christmas, and then I need to pack up these ones here. Don't think you can see them behind me, these ones, because I have you know, sorted them out on Ziffit and got some money for them, so I need to package those up and then take them down to the in-post locker, which I went to in the preparing for Christmas weekly vlog thingy. We picked something up, now we're going to drop something off, so we're going to have the full experience in the 2 weeks. So I need to do that today as well. Oh, and I need to go to the doctor's to book my next midwife appointment. But yeah, baby girl's doing well, all good, all passing everything as usual, and yeah, we just carry along. I am now 34 weeks pregnant, so I am about 3 weeks off being full term. So in theory she could arrive at any time, which is a bit scary, but I feel like we're pretty much there. There's a couple of things I need to order, I'll probably do that tomorrow. More so for me, for like after birth, but I'll do that, I'll talk to you about that when I do it. So yeah, I am going to play around with some books for a little while and then head on out. That took a lot longer than I anticipated, and I've got to remember that I'm pregnant, so sitting on the floor doing that for as long as I did is quite painful. I've managed to find a box to fit all my books in that I'm sending to Ziffit. Yeah, we're just on a tripod. I'm now trying to get the label off the box. I've managed to get most of it. That I might have to do. And we can tape that up and then we can carry that down. It's going to be quite heavy, I think, but we're going to do it anyway. So I now need to work out how they actually want me to do it. I think I might need to put a reference number on it somewhere, so bear with me and I'm going to work that one out. The box is in the in-post locker. That was quite heavy to carry. It's there. I've made an appointment for my next midwife, but it's a week later than it technically should be, but I think that should be fine. But I will go and double check my book when I get in. And we appear to have encountered a problem because it's happened twice now. I can't bend in this coat anymore. Every time I bend down, so like when I needed to pick up Jeff's poo and just then getting the bag out, the box out the bag, my coat sort of explodes from the bottom. So I think we've come to a point where I might need to get the next coat out the cupboard and see if that's any better. So, at 34 weeks pregnant, finally might need to think about a coat. But there we go. Right, I'm going to walk back and we'll have some lunch. Good morning. I think it's still morning. We've had a bit of a slow start today because I couldn't get out of bed, nor could Jeff. He comes to join me when Pete goes to work. But apparently it's a Friday. I've lost all track of days, what with Christmas and then not going back to work. But we are going to make some blueberry muffins this morning. We had some leftover blueberries and that was what I thought I would do with them. So we're going to make that this morning. As you can see, my life in this stage of maternity, or at least this week, it's not very exciting. I've been giving myself like 2 tasks a day kind of thing that I want to get done. So today is blueberry muffins, and then I want to order some stuff that I need so that I can then, hopefully it will arrive quickly and I can pack my hospital bag next week. Because, you know, we're getting close. She's not going to come till February, we've been saying this all along, but she could technically come at any point, so we need to be a bit more prepared than we actually are at the moment. I've got most of the things for the hospital bag, but it's maybe TMI, but things like the pads and stuff are after I give birth that I don't have at the moment. But first, muffins. So, just using the BBC Good Food recipe. I think I'm going to stick on some music, bop around the kitchen, make some blueberry muffins, and we'll see where else we get to today. But yeah, this is my life at the moment. It's quite nice, I quite like it. My little morning routine is I wake up when Pete's alarm goes off, but I lay in bed for a while, so when he goes off for a shower and things, I read a book for a little while, and then he'll come down and get his breakfast and stuff. He'll bring Jeff up to me, and then depending on how I'm feeling, depends whether I get out of bed quickly or not for a shower. Today was not. We had a lovely couple. In fact, I'll try and insert a picture here of us two this morning. But yeah, the poor dog probably isn't getting a walk as early as he perhaps would like, but what can I do? But yes, let's start making these muffins. Done, so now it's just time to go in the oven. And I think if I remember rightly from the recipe, I put them in high for like 5 minutes and then lower the temperature. They're not going to be even. I don't know whether they've all got blueberries in, but you know, it was a fun like half an hour while I was making it and dancing to music. I appear to have made like Frankenstein muffins. None of them look the same. None of them are evenly baked. I don't know what's happened to the bake time and the bake on these, but hey ho, I'm sure they'll be edible. But here they are. Like, I don't get why this one is so dark and so the way it is, and then like this one is as pale as ever. But there we go. Blueberry muffins made. That's one of my jobs for today. So since I made those muffins, I've not really done a huge amount, has to be said. And I am struggling at the moment. I don't know whether not working is making me more sedate, like I don't move a lot, which is not actually true. Whether that's part of it or whether it is just being 34 weeks pregnant. But everything feels like a lot of effort at the moment, and I don't know whether that is just the sheer weight of the belly or the, the stuff that goes along with pregnancy, or whether it's because I'm not working and that's sort of playing into it. But yeah, so I am gonna just have an afternoon with my laptop. We've got some ordering to do, as I said. I also think I might make my list challenge for the year. I'll put a link into that in the description below if you're interested. And yeah, I've lit myself a candle, get my room to smell like chocolate, and I may have a nap this afternoon, but we'll see how I feel. Talking about the candle though, it's this one from Bullion. It smells so good. If you're in the market for a chocolate candle, I would recommend this. They're a Sheffield-based chocolate factory, and they use a lot of their leftover bits that they don't put in the chocolates or the brownies or whatever into the candles, and I really like the smell of it and the fact that then my house smells like chocolate afterwards. I've got something in my nail. Pete bought me the chocolate orange one for Christmas, so eventually we'll get to that one and burn that one as well, but I think that might be more summery because of the citrus in it. Maybe not, maybe I'm talking a load of rubbish, but anyway, let's do something useful. I just need to feel like I'm being productive even though I'm not moving. I think that's the case. I'm sort of in two minds. I feel like I should be on the go and just doing loads of stuff because I'm not at work, but also I just want to lay down and do nothing, so I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird feeling and it's only been 3 days, so we've got a month of this to come. Hello, it's actually the following Monday and I obviously didn't vlog anything since Friday. So the last thing you saw from me was me doing some orders and stuff like that, which I have done, and I'll show you in the following week's video what we ordered and what's arrived and stuff like that. I then didn't feel very well for most of Friday, late afternoon, evening. I'm alright now, it's all good now, but yeah, I didn't feel very well, so that's why I didn't pick the camera back up. Saturday we had our first NCT, which is an all-day 10 till 4:30 session, so I knew I wasn't going to film anything then because I can't obviously film anything at the session, and then when we came back I knew I wouldn't really be in the mood. And then Sunday I had intended on then talking to you about NCT and sort of the stuff we were getting up to, but I just didn't, so apologies. NCT went well, the group seems nice enough. There's 5 couples including us, all due around the same time, obviously, because that's why you go to NCT. And it was all based around like birth and the options in that and kind of stuff, which, to be fair, a lot of it I have already read, so it was sort of just reaffirming what I'd already know. But as I said, meeting the other couples was the main reason for that session for me personally. Although there were some stuff that I took away, and I think Pete found it useful as well. Next Saturday we also have the same 10 till 4:30 session with NCT, but that's looking at more post-birth stuff, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing a bit on, how to change a nappy, how to dress a baby, sleep, safe sleep, all of that kind of stuff, which I think will be more useful for me, because although I've done some things, obviously I did that course a while ago, the online one, which was helpful, and things like that, just having, I know it's going to be on a doll, but having some sort of practical way of doing it is going to be helpful, I think. So yeah, NCT is now underway. She's just got to stay put for 3 weeks so that I can complete that. She's got to stay put for a bit longer than that because she is not coming till February. And then yesterday I ordered more stuff, so that's why I'll just give you a rundown of everything as it arrives next week. Pete built the cot, so I'll show you that in next week's vlog as well, how the nursery is looking. What else did we do? Went for a walk in the woods with Jeff. Yeah, so apologies I didn't, report back, and I've got to get used to the whole weekly vlog kind of thing, because obviously I normally just focus on either one day in the weekend or the weekend itself, which is a shorter time frame. So I'm not entirely sure my routine, how I'm going to do weekly vlogs. So you'll just have to bear with me over the next few weeks as I adapt to that one. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you're interested in what else I get up to on maternity leave and then, you know, baby and all of that kind of stuff, click that subscribe button, and then yeah, I'll see you in next week's video. Bye.